Canadians are always wrestling with their identity and what makes us, us. But for one Canadian research team, the answer to that question lays in the past.
Well, it's important for us to know more about our history. History teaches us, I think, how to make proper decisions about the present and about the future.
Jack Jedwab with the Association for Canadian Studies published the poll that asked over 1,500 Canadians a set of 40 questions about their interest in history, their ancestry, and cultural concerns to get a sense of who was looking into the past to better understand their world. Quebecers were the most likely to research their own family history at 70%, and those who strongly identify with an ethnic group were the most likely to do research on their past, including via new technology like ancestry.ca or genetic testing services like 23andMe.
Quebecers, and particularly Francophones, are the group least likely to agree that we dwell too much in the past. And in fact, there's a 15-point difference in the responses to that particular question between Francophones and other Canadians. So other Canadians being more inclined to think we dwell too much on the past.
He says a lot of the interest here in Quebec in those ancestors that came and built these walls in the old port comes from a Quebec insecurity about passing on culture and language to the next generation. But he says it's equally important to remember why those previous generations came here to Canada to try to build a life.
Heritage and ancestry gets us to become more appreciative and sensitive to newcomers, for example, or immigrants wanting to do the same thing when it comes to their children. Things that I think are part of the Canadian identity and value system.
There are some Canadians who tend to believe we spend too much time dwelling on the past. They're mostly in the Atlantic provinces and Manitoba, and they're also the least likely to look into their own ancestry. In Montreal, Emily Campbell, City News.